up against Vision Strikers. Perhaps just lean into your strengths in the second half. Either way here, for Gambit in the pistol, we're already 35 seconds into the round, and it's as we expected, right? A whole lot of nothing.
Yep, and we have the breach rotation around. Always eyes on Vision Strikers breach, where stax might be going to make those calls and send that first fault line through. They play a lot off contact, and so far, Gambit has avoided giving any contact just yet. Look where Nats is. He's already behind enemy lines, as usual.
The thing is, stax, though. Stax is there for the fault line if needed. Of course, he's rotating out now. You see the remaining members of Vision Strikers, or excuse me, of Gambit, are starting to pull off stax fault line, going towards Octagon. So,
30 seconds
early
left.
miss.
Oh.
Flash was out as well, not getting any info. Nats has gotten his way all the way back in, but RB is able to draw first blood in this best of 3.
That'll stall things out a little bit for the rotation from Vision Strikers. Everybody is actually staying still for now. They don't feel like Gambit's gained enough ground to rotate, but now, yes, Vision Strikers start to act on the retake.
Only 3 members remaining on the side of Vision Strikers. They're going to have to get the spike down soon, and there it is. Stax with the flash swinging around. It's good for it, but Chronicle, face lit up, able to get the shots onto Stax anyway. Defo's there as well. It's just one left. Lakia, the late addition, not... Right, I just want to see, are they going to play off of that? Are they going to condition Vision Strikers or attempt to condition Vision Strikers a certain way? Trailblazer going up long.
And they're giving respect to Vision Strikers too. Look at all of the orbs, or the stars I should say, across the map on both teleporters, thinking Vision Strikers might just pop out of the woodwork, and they almost call that one right as the guiding light comes around the corner for a pickup. Nats is able to get one for himself.
And that was like an exchange, a gentleman's agreement almost, when it comes to exchanging utility. You had the fault line, you had the flash, push things off, but the thing for Vision Strikers there is, as much as it may have been a gentleman's agreement as far as exchange of utility goes, the kills did not go their favor. It was not an even thing, but take a look at Lakia. Lakia is on the flank. He's going to be able to wrap around them, but he may show, by the time he shows up at the site, the play may be over because Nats is going hunting. Yes, that is indeed the case. Sheydos, understanding there may be a little something happening behind him. That's exactly what goes.
Yeah, and there they go.
Yep, flash down long, get info fountain. Buzz is going. The flash counter was there, but Stax, they just play so well off of his utility. Gets traded out, though. He's still alive, but Defo.
Already
Defo's gotten in. Yep, wrapped around, cleaned up Stax. Gambit really can go anywhere here.
It's a great read, too, because Vision Strikers will normally send more than 2 in that fight, along with Stax just being the one behind the feet in the flashes. Again, that contact play is so important for them. Defo here on top of 10. He's not going to be able to get much, but Nats picks it up.
Early use of that Viper's Pit, you get that well ahead of schedule, right? We're only in round 3, and he was able to bring that in. I think the other thing for Gambit is they had options. They could have rotated off. There was plenty of time. Draw the rotations of Vision Strikers over, and then go A, but no, they stick B, drop the ult. They get the important picks that are needed to secure the round. And now Gambit are in a financial surplus, right? Meanwhile, Vision Strikers, they're sitting brutal. This was a round that they should have won. At least traditionally, that should have gone in favor of Vision Strikers, but Gambit starting off hot with the 3-0 lead. With a couple of Sheriffs. Flash down B long again. This time Stax a bit further up, playing in hookah.
Same star setup on the eco. Thinking Vision Strikers might just pop out of everywhere. Nats pulls 2, and they were right to figure they would come down mid. 3 on hookah. Stax is jumping around to see if he can offer any fault lines if his team does find contact. Looks like A might be the final work here with Nats Wall already down. They're going to be able to use that coverage. Nice pressure.
Yeah, Buzz good to take one away. At this point, it's just damage control, right? Like, if your Vision Strikers, hurt them as much as you can financially, but for Gambit, you know you have A to work with. You've got some room. You've got the numbers advantage. And you should be sitting pretty financially here as well. So looking to get the spike down at the hands of Chronicle, get one step closer to bringing that Hunter's Fury online. And while Stax was able to get one, that's all he's able to get. Gambit at 4, an early start, a great start, and I think you right in his face. So now they know that somebody is there. The thing is, they don't know if he pulled off or not, right? And now you've got Stax who's shown up as well.
What a crossfire.
Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Now Sheydos has the Seekers as well. I think there was room there for misdirection given the denial of info, what was happening behind the Astral Smoke. But Gambit again, they're reading everything the right way.
MaKo with a nice push up here, but nobody's going to be walking into him. Like, you take 2 out and Gambit just stands still. They become statues and leave it up to Vision Strikers to say what next. Gambit will bring it down to probably 30 seconds or so before they go to do something, and sgares will allow them to clear the map.
That's got to be infuriating because you look at a situation like that and you expect a team with the numbers advantage, 2 picks off the bat, to take something away, right? And then you play off of that. But for Gambit, as you said, poker face on full display. Don't give up a single bit of info. Now they drop the Seekers leaning towards B. They're going to have the drone work its way forward, a flash out as well to let him know that Octagon is safe. But Buzz with the op. It's going to take a bit more than that, though, to bring this thing back in. The flash is going to pull Buzz right back down. 7 seconds left.
Oh my God,
Defo just wipe.
Or towards B if they start going back that way. And here he is setting up in U-Haul. Will they be able to stop what's coming at him?
Yeah, I wonder if they commit. This is the first time we've really seen Vision Strikers have a good read on what's going on. The early rotate off, and Sheydos is able to open things up. A clean kill on MaKo. We've got to remember Vision Strikers don't have as much to work with as far as weaponry, but you do have Buzz and Lakia. Redgar responds just fine. A 6-0 lead for Gambit. So we touched on it very briefly there. There was
seem like once these rounds come to fruition, once these rounds get far enough in, you can't have that use of the Seekers. There's just no reason to. MaKo to start off good here with first blood, though.
That was a change of pace from Gambit. Defo going full send. And yeah, MaKo's just able to clean that up effortlessly, but these individual gunfights aren't going Vision Striker's way as well, and I think that's very concerning because it's not just the macro, right? Yeah. The individual gunfights aren't happening either. You are divided. And when you're able to just get picked apart like that, Vision Strikers, it's hard to find footing to respond on.
Oh. Redgar drops RB as he blast pack into market, naps through the Cosmic Divide. And it does not seem like Vision Strikers can even get a few members there at a time. Lakia falls last from Nats. Another 4K from him. That's on a gun round. They are understanding that it is not a play towards B from Gambit, but they're also still back in cave here. They're all the way back towards their own spawn.
See, does Lakia? Okay, so Lakia still has a flash and Trailblazer. So Trailblazer going to be invested. Nobody's back. Fountain. For Gambit, Chronicle using the drone to try to clear out hookah. That's the thing. Like, that's what we've been talking about, Riv. Even with all of that, they haven't shown anything. Defo. Oh, Defo saw a shoulder! Not able to land a shot.
30 seconds left.
Ooh, few dinks.
So, and that was the setup that they had, right? Stax was in a position to either flash or fault line into short off of the contact from Buzz, but Buzz gets messed up. The fault line was there too. Gun difference on full display here as Defo dancing around with the op, tries to land that last shot, but guess what? His teammate had already gotten it. Sheydos clears up. Lakia as well. RB has the showstopper, has a sheriff, and is in a 1v5 position given away as well. There's just not a whole lot that he could do. A Prime Gaming flawless, and honestly, Riv, it hasn't just been that round.
In the same respect, giving Vision Striker respect throughout these rounds, covering the teleporters, knowing Vision Strikers can, at any moment, flip this on its head, but Gambit not allowing that to happen.
Interesting hit. They go ahead and they invest the Hunter's Fury into showers while they hit with the Seekers in towards A short, but they haven't been able to get in. It's an excellent delay from Vision Strikers, but now Nat's able to crack it open. Redgar working his way into showers as well. The spike still towards A, but there's nowhere. I mean, Gambit are nowhere near it. Numbers advantage in favor of Vision Strikers, and it looks like they may get on the board here.
Just getting back to a few textbook first shots, being confident on that opening aim, and this is where Vision Strikers comes out on this one. A nice control of how Gambit was pressuring. Let's see if Redgar can set up anything tricky for the team to get through here. They somewhat caterpillar that side of default. And now they come in with the sonar bolt from Chronicle. 1-1.
Benefit for him is, I was going to say, he has a chance at isolating that gunfight with Lakia, but Chronicle drops. Redgar is left alone in this 1v3, attempting to keep the perfect game alive, and it doesn't look like that's going to be the case this time around. Redgar, again, has his hands full, doesn't have the spike, doesn't have any health. So, this is the Astro Smoke, but again, Sheydos using the Trailblazer early on, gives away where Buzz is. They understand that there's an op over there, at least there was, and they don't have to lean that way now.
I like this. More just showing the aggression here from Vision Strikers. They hadn't before. Gambit was left to sit back, and then they could attack. So now they know Vision Strikers is gaining a little more ground. It may be harder for Gambit to get back into the position where they feel comfortable. Chronicle able to see what's going on with RB inside hookah. They get some good damage on him, but he's going to stay.
For Gambit, the schedule has roughly been about 30 seconds. So Defo going in maybe a little bit earlier than would be expected. Rolling Thunder coming out as Defo has gotten his way into U-Haul. Stax looking to fight to take that space back. MaKo's in a great spot as well. But here comes the Viper's Pit, a straight up 5v5. You've got RB who's going to be showing up behind them. MaKo clears up Sheydos, kills being traded back and forth, but Nat's good for 3. He's playing in his playground. The Viper's Pit is such a good, strong spot for him. It has been consistently Buzz with the op up close. Buzz, that's all he was good for.
I mean, that's tough. Yeah. From Lakia, so they know one is long, and he'll get some jump peeks in.
Stay down.
You cannot test Defo in his last few days. You cannot.
Mess around and find out. And Lakia found out. You can't give Defo that many looks. That op shot ringing true early on. Taking some space long. Buzz looking to respond with a little bit of aggression of his own. Bladestorm, too short.
Need to see more of that. 1-for-1s, if they're across the map even. An answer for the first blood. Still the stars set up towards the B site. Might give Vision Strikers a little alert that this is going to happen. They do have MaKo on the other side, but he can participate in what happens in B like that. Not a problem. So they have a great setup on the side of Vision Strikers here with this 4v4.
Don't know that they're going to be able to flip the map here. It's a heavy stack towards B. I think they're going to commit to it. They may not have a choice. Excellent start, but Stack's able to trade it out. Gets the second one as well and gets away with his life. But Defo wants more. The flash, the shot. Stax is out.
2v2, very healthy now for Gambit as they make their way in. And they get a little bit of high ground here so they can at least have Defo see something before he makes a play. Buzz! A very heady move there to almost pull the round in their favor.
Worried Vision Strikers have elbow control. This kill is everything. MaKo's able to establish that, leaving Defo alone. He's stuck back B long. He's going to have to work his way forward. You see the pinks coming out. Cosmic Divide's going to follow as well. Defo going right through it, and MaKo's able to bleed that out through the smoke. They're going to get the defuse. They're going to get to 2. Back up, yeah. Meanwhile, the slight difference here, we are seeing some early space being taken away. Defo using the drone to get in aggressive early on. The Bladestorm not doing anything this time around.
Nicely called by Stax. A great time fault line going through hookah. Chronicle will still push up. The shot's on the Buzz.
Still dancing his way around hookah. Spot Stax as well. Clean him up, man. Vision Strikers down to 3.
The recoil control, just pop, pop. 2 shots, does it twice. And it didn't even look like they were able to retaliate that much. Stax goes down in the spawn area as RB jumps for some peeks. And the spike is going to be working back towards that A site, knowing they have dwindled the numbers of Vision Strikers at this point. Let's see how Gambit decides to end.
And you see how carefully Gambit are playing this, right? Like, you've got Sheydos who's staring into market, but they have to play this slowly because they have no idea if somebody from A had wrapped around behind them. That's why they're moving so slowly, so carefully, make sure nothing's given away. Lakia applying pressure down B long, and it looks like they may turn back into it. The thing is, though, for Vision Strike, or for Gambit, excuse me, 30 seconds left in the round, that's a lifetime.
We already see the rotation now from RB. What a flash there from Lakia to really get a great amount of information that somebody's still hookah. Those stars down towards B main will probably let the team know that it's going to be this site.
Good.
Forced out.
Yeah, but good info gathered. Right now, Lakia is going to be wrapping around. MaKo's going to show up a bit late as well. So for RB, wisely just kind of waiting it out, wait until your teammates show up, get into a decent position, and then try to take this thing back with force. Nats playing tight. Does MaKo check the corner? Does MaKo check the corner? Yes, he does. Lands the shots as well onto Nats. Numbers advantage. Quickly eliminated as Lakia is left alone. We talked about how he had been pushed off and now he's shown up. Spots Chronicle, has to jump down. Redgar's playing tight, but he's so weak, it doesn't matter. Gambit, get Redgar!
Really?
So he plays around a smoke. The Roomba doesn't spot him. Oh my goodness.
You're kidding me.
He's behind him. It's nothing personal, kid. He gets 1, not able to get the second. Stacks. The clip runs dry. The frenzy wasn't good there. But what can Nats do? The flash pushes him off. Lands those shots as well. It's a full send on to B. You got Defo who's going to show up a little bit later. It may not matter. Sheydos' Ghost able to get 2.
Just a right-click jumper. The frenzy's there. Is it the headshot coming in? It's the double up from Gambit, and they pull in the first round of the second half. You see Vision Strikers trading around a Spectre to a Stinger from Stax to RB, because RB's going to be in the front. He's going to be trying to get the frags. Defo just shuts that idea right down.
There's just no way in. There's no way in. Sheydos able to get 1 as well. The pop flash out. Sax gets 2.
This is a buy. They got to do this.
Numbers advantage in favor of Gambit. The telly comes through. Redgar again. Oh, they check it! Lakia cleans that up, so they should be able to get on to B. You still have a minute left in the round, and that's why you see Chronicle waiting it out. Maybe he'll stick towards A, because they could pull that back off, but the plan is there. Nats, what? Nats has been an absolute monster this entire series, this entire tournament, and he's just looking to pile it on. Stax alone. Stax able to isolate that gunfight onto Nats. Leaves things in a 1v1. Chronicle creeping his way forward. Chronicle with the shots. Gambit with 12.
And that was the buy from Vision Strikers as they dip into the Spectres and the Stingers. Stax does have the Rolling Thunder here. They need it. They need this to change everything if they want to continue here. Here it is. Pretty deep back.
Yeah.
They're only going to be considerate of who's going to get the front of this. It doesn't hit the back of the site, and will they be able to work off it?
Right, it was space that they already had. Sheydos good for one. The Rolling Thunder not providing a ton of value as Nats is there as well. They're entirely unfazed by that ultimate. The classic is there. Oh my gosh! Nats! I do like this from MaKo though. Takes some of that space away.
So Nats was seen by the turret on the right side. I think that's why we get pretty good lean here by Stax to this as well. Back and forth to A and B, making sure they have a fluid defense right now. And the timing by Gambit couldn't be more perfect. They used that flash to deny the turret, and they're in.
Defo dashing his way into his Cloudburst. The flash countered out. Try turning it away. Still got tagged up just a little bit, but Sheydos and Chronicle
10 seconds left.
take care of two on the side of Vision Strikers. Stax is still back there though. Stax the mad lad. If he can delay this, if he can indeed. Stax gets two, RB get one. Vision Strikers are on the board early this time around. Or anything like that. Like it's all the way back.
So they just flashed out mid to understand who was there. They actually push RB on that, but a Trailblazer was sent through Garage. So they're thinking B, but not a full attack here. And a nice push by Vision Strikers to actually find out where the agency of Gambit was.
Defo was in a great spot there too, and he still is, right? With that Sheriff, he does only have 2 HP, but he can continue to cause problems. We've already seen the investment of utility from the Killjoy towards A. Not going to be a factor this time around, as King is dead. Defo's about to have his hands full. You got one player working his way up. Oh, he spotted him. Not able to land the first shot. Gave him a haircut. The flash. Tried turning it away. No, Stax gives it right back.
2 HP. He stays there. He could have just gotten roped down, but very confident. Defo will stand tall, and now they will start to enter into the mail room. See what happens for Chronicle here. He is on the Viper this time. It's not Nats. Nats not is back on his Cypher. And Viper's going to be the one, or sorry, Chronicle's going to be the one working those gas walls. Something that Gambit do so well to encroach on their enemy's territory. Now into B. Looks like they're going to be able to use all this utility to get this post plant through.
They did upgrade a weapon as well, right? We saw Defo, they traded a bit back and forth with Chronicle. Now he has that Spectre online. Defo, again, just 2 HP. Has that Sheriff to work with. You see the retake attempt starting to come in from Vision Striker strong. Up in heaven, Chronicle has his hands full. He drops, it's just down to Defo, 2 HP in a Dream, and the Dream turns into a Nightmare as MaKo cleans that up. Buzz will get the defuse, Vision Strikers get to 2.
Making sure Defo is safe. He gets a flash towards Zipline. Trailblazer as well as Buzz opens one up nicely through the Viper wall. Oh my word, Chronicle gets him on the jump away.
And remember, we're still in the area of the round where this is still just kind of testing things, feeling things out. That open up of a pick, ultimately it did get traded out, but that opening of things does not normally cause Gambit to go, okay, we know what we want, boom, let's go.
Right.
They're still patient.
Spike's down, or just dropped for now. I wouldn't say down at this point. They do have 40 seconds left to grab that. 2 members in that rope area right now, and this could be bad for Stax. He's pincered at the moment if they decide to come out. And he's kind of sitting on that utility that would alert him anyway, so he may find someone in his face real quick. That's going to be Chronicle, and he is not missing.
What is that? The setup was there. The alarm about to distract. He'd be able to swing off of that, but Chronicle's just absolutely filthy. 1 point away from having the Viper spin online as well. Numbers in favor of Gambit as Chronicle gets 3. There it is. And he's going to go ahead and use it. Defo gets 1. It's just MaKo left alone. He's going to show up and see a whole lot of green goo on his screen, a little Nickelodeon vibes. But you can't really get into that, right? Like, how do you work your way around that? Forget about even touching the Viper spit. Defo doesn't give up an inch. Up, RB's in a good spot. The flash is there. They're both flash, but RB's able to win that one.
Wall did solidify, so they have some time to work off of this. Not as much orb control as I thought would be coming into this map. A has definitely been worked. Nats here are ready to work through, but it's going to be the two crossfires from Nats and Chronicle. Smoke drops.
And there was util there as well, but King gets popped instantly. Buzz. He's still got that op. Playing these tight cheeky corners. Nats just on the other side of that smoke. He's also got a little bit of help now. Buzz does, as stax has shown up.
And you can almost assume, if you're Gambit, that Vision Strikers has to react a little harder here if you're taking out that Killjoy right away. All that utility that was supposed to hold A becomes non-existent. Another body's going to need to cover that. They may have an idea of how they're spreading this map, and it doesn't look like a full commit just yet. You do have Redgar moving up towards that mid area. Here they go towards A.
Buzz, good for one early on. This is what we talked about when you play this late. You've got to be able to execute. Vision Strikers not giving up an inch. Buzz and stax are able to get a couple stacks against the last. Vision Strikers a 2-round lead. And Gambit on a lighter buy, and that means Defo decides to dial it up with the Blade Storm go up top. King pulls him down. Buzz lands a nice shot as well.
Go again. Nobody wants it. So, slowed it down. They try to get knowledge towards the top side. Actually, Gambit doesn't want to slow it down. They want to get right in the mix here behind enemy lines and know that Vision Strikers will have to play pressure off of the positions Gambit holds in the middle of the map.
Nats does have a rifle, but he only has 12 armor. Sheydos has been dropped. Seeker's being invested as well. Give him a real good idea of where Gambit are posted up right now. And then if there's really any doubt from that, if you take a look at your minimap, you see MaKo is still playing up in male, make sure that there's no rotation back. Yeah. That allows Vision Strikers to kind of hunker down a bit more around A. And
they're responding so well to losing that A ramp ground. Heaven's fine. They can play around Heaven. Vision Strikers realizes that. Buzz just gets to keep taking shots and putting money in the bank right now. Stax is going to be again the one to end the round.
This is kind of, when you look at this on paper, this is a position we expect to find ourselves in. But Defo's not able to get an opener either.
Great control on the gravity well, really not allowing movement through that. You see RB coming up with the first. King's got ult, they have retake. Buzz has Cloud Storm, or is, Cloud Burst. Nope. Blade Storm. I'm just going to combine everything and make one word.
Although there are clouds in storms.
That's true,
right?
and they burst.
You need clouds to have storms,
Okay,
yes.
we got there.
I'm with you.
Minute left on the round. Will that orb be controlled? I don't think they're going to go for it. It looks like Chronicle has used wall already, so they decide to use that. They may decide to go in. The pressure towards A, and I think they're going to feint back towards the B Heaven.
The two members out from Gambit working their way in towards ropes. The Trailblazer, as the wall shut out, that was actually really cool. So we just saw RB's wall was up, and they had stax invest the Trailblazer, and RB shot out his own wall to allow room for their Trailblazer to get into mail to try to get some info on where they're going to be. The flash is invested there as well.
30 seconds left.
Again, with 30 seconds left, there's not a lot of time for a B. They have to go this way. First contact for Vision Strikers has to continue to go their way if they want a shot at this. The wall's going up. The poison orb to deny information as MaKo just blindly firing in. The drop surprise. Gambit has arrived. Chronicle and Nats are able to get one apiece. Nats using the neural theft to continue to push the matter as the spike goes down. Stax on the swing. Nats not again. There goes Buzz. Buzz not able to land it. Sheydos gets it as well. The spike just narrowly goes down. Seeker's out. King has the lockdown as well. They're going to have to give up that space. Oh, but the camera, there's beautiful.
Does he play it? Does he play the beep? No, he's going to take it out. They detect with a guiding light here. Nat swings. It becomes very tough for King. He plays this one perfect, and he is a god. It can't happen. That
shot, but the real estate has been taken away.
Just this trifecta they send down mid, every angle being held. Another detect there. That's both, and I should say the utility used for now, so you know Gambit's going to slow it down before they get some of those back to get themselves into sight for Sheydos' utility. Spike still dropped, and here comes one as well from stax. He throws it out, B Heaven. MaKo comes up huge with two, just through a little slit in his smoke and the wall. What a shot.
First touches. Man, first touches, again, they're going in favor of Vision Strikers. That's been the key difference so far in this second map compared to the first. Gambit, they did try feeling things out a bit earlier there, but Vision Strikers were able to hold off just fine. You mentioned the wall denying any sort of entry into Garage for Vision Strikers. They're leaning towards Heaven. RB's in a great spot, though.
You can see how much jiggle peeking is going on in the mini-map. Everybody's considering that it's their site to be taken. B is the correct call. 3 members are there from Vision Strikers as they are leaning there, but Nats always making it more difficult. RB answers back with another one of his own.
RB trying to anchor down the site. Has his hands full. Friends are starting to show up, though, but does RB need them? Defo's dropped. Sheydos is left alone. Stax is the one to clean it up. Vision Strikers get to 5.
Or at least what they think might be coming at them. But that may be their movement here. All 5 members now going towards the Heaven area.
They've gotten into ramp. Truly, they hear that. Defo Sheriff not going to be a factor this time around. And Buzz has arrived yet again. Gotten 2 kills with the op early on. Gambit looking to try to flip the map, maybe to get into defender spawn and make something happen. No, they're going to try to funnel out from Heaven. It's just too easy for King. It's just too easy.
This was definitely a let's try to overrun, grab a weapon, and gain an advantage on this. Vision Strikers played it really great, leaving Buzz to be the only one that could happen to. He can dash away. None of them lose their weapons so far as Chronicle looks to drop one. Cast Curse. Stax goes down, but it will be Chronicle falling to MaKo.
Now you've got a heavy lean towards B. Looks like you may have a little action coming out as well from the Asher, the Cosmic Divide. Gonna split things off. You've got the Viper's Wall as well. MaKo. Oh no, is MaKo gonna give him a little RB? MaKo good for 1. Chronicle trades it out. RB working his way forward, dancing in and out of that Cosmic Divide, so they've gotten in. Now they've got the Viper's Pit to work with. RB just kind of has to wait it out, right? I don't know that you can
so many
confidently do this here, yeah.
Looks like they'll be able to make it out safely for now, but this is the fake defuse, comes for the real defuse possibly. Are they gonna stick?
Chronicle managing to get away, find some cover, and stay alive. The tap is there. The tap is there again, RB. Looking to try to get it to half, and at least he does. Now choosing to back off.
Fights are gone.
Stax is going in. Stax is going in, but Gambit hold fast! Trying to blast through that. MaKo still healthy. The sneakers, he has his hands full. Yeah, Chronicle cleans him up. RB is able to get 1, but that's it. As the neural theft comes out. 10 seconds left. The spike has been picked up. Nat's looking to get it down. He does just that. So 2 members remain on the side of Vision Strikers. The op's still with Buzz. And I don't know that they want it, Riv. They're out.
King's just chilling. King never moved from A. He's like, I'm going to set the turret up. Come on, back. Got a bottle of wine we could share before the next round. And they're going to play this one patiently. Whether or not hunting goes down, I'm not sure. Gambit have been trying to get some consecutive rounds together, so they do need the weapons in their hands. I don't think it's as much of an advantage to go hunting for Vision Strikers right now. They do exit through that safe attacker side B, and Gambit find another round. Could be a 6-6 here coming up. MaKo with the ultimate could shut down something next round, but Defo is also very, very close. Vision Strikers still have a read, I believe, on Gambit and what they're doing. Gambit's finding those poison orb. Does Chronicle throw that up, take it down, and peek? They usually peek off of when they drop this. Buzz knows it. He takes himself off the hard angle and puts himself in just a 1v1.
And now that Viper's Wall goes up, and that's the thing about that Viper's Wall that you see on your minimap right now. That's so good at denying that angle that Buzz just had. And that's what makes it so hard to take Heaven through ramps, is those annoying angles that you have to work off of. That's why you often see teams play around that Viper's Wall. Goes up and allows them to get through. The spike is going to show up a bit late towards B. The nice thing is that they have a bit of room to work with, so if they can establish B control, the spike is going to be able to waltz in just fine. Bladestorm coming out online as MaKo trying to keep things at bay. No, Defo cleans that up. The heal is there as well. The spike will show up, but the thing is, you've still got stacks. You've still got stacks. You've still got stacks. Stacks able to get 2. Stop that early on. Redgar stuffing it, though, as they work their way forward. Buzz is up. Keeps that at bay as well. Snay exposed that because he was there by himself. They didn't really have an answer. Gambit looking to go aggressive. Here, the Bladestorm online. Defo stopped instantly.
quick shutdown there. They think he's actually behind Discipline.
Grenade.
And they're going to be quite safe on this one as King feels good. The team starts to set up, having a man advantage now. And it's going to be up to this wall that Chronicle threw down that they can start to use to encroach through A heaven. Again, poison drops, they all peek. Buzz is ready for it time and time again. You can't trick him with that anymore.
And so that's the difference with this Viper's wall. When you see this vertical Viper's wall, the hit wants to be fast. Like, it's such a good wall for an execute. You deny vision from heaven, you deny vision from ramp, and then you often drop a poison orb back towards screens to deny vision from there as well. So once that goes up, you could kind of tell Defo was going to go in aggressive. He was going to hit that hit. But for Gambit, they weren't able to find their way in towards A. Now they have to turn their attention elsewhere in the 5 that remain on Vision Strikers.
They're rolling through, seeing 2 Seekers go towards mid. Nats on the roam. He'll be able to follow those in.
30 seconds left.
That's what he is perfect at doing.
Oh, boy.
But how quickly are these 2 in sight going to get just pinched on?
It's just going to be so difficult for Gambit to work their way in. Past this, it's going to take...
Oh, my word.
Borderline a miracle. Nats. Is Nats the miracle? No. Only good for 1. Redgar, 5 health. He's going to have to push his way forward. No. Stax lines him up and knocks them down. A 3K. Vision Strikers get to 8. Night and day difference from what we saw on map 1.
Stacks of... It's going to be mid-movement coming in first from Vision Strikers into the zipline.
And they're okay with giving up some of that space. You've got Chronicle top ropes. You've also got a cheeky little crossfire set up from Sheydos and Defo if they opt to go in towards B through heaven. Nice little setup here from Gambit defensively.
Well, the frenzy you heard firing actually took down King's alarm bot that he set just outside this A alt orb area.
Right, the kneecaps.
Touch and go.
That's gotta hurt.
Right in the patella. Good little guiding light towards heaven here. Looks like they won't get too much information off that as Chronicle hides nicely, but still this act onto A is about to be executed, and here goes Vision Strikers.
Oh, that hurts. RB has already taken so much, but Buzz dashing around, playing around the Cloudburst, able to get the kill onto Chronicle. They want to go onto A. Nats, guess what? Nats is there, but he may not need it. Redgar already gotten 2. Nats still numbers advantage in favor of Gambit, but he's so much worse for wear. 10 HP. Dancing around, Nats gets 3. The hold from Gambit to give him the pistol.
Here towards mid, they are going to be sending their first 3. Spike is in hand already, so it's moving.
Enemy kill.
Throw it in reverse, Terry. Throw it in reverse. I don't want it moving anymore. The Marshall shot as Defo gets the second one. You gotta be kidding me. He's already gotten 2. Sheydos still playing tight in that smoke, or just on the other side of the smoke. Stax really thinking twice about whether or not he wants to go that way.
Saying, he did this, I can do this.
Toxins going up.
Quick takedown, Stax falls. The spike is in a real peculiar spot now as it's down in that rope area. And they look for MaKo. He's going to be heading towards the sewers area. Just rat it out a little bit to make sure he's not getting flanked. The closeness he plays in these angles could give him the upper hand, but it's going to be a tough one. Ooh, oh, that's the step. Okay, Nats, I think you just lost your Spectre. At least Chronicle's there to pick that one up, coming around the wall real quick to make sure nothing is grabbed and saved. And they will be
in a great spot, Riv. I mean, they almost have to go into market, right? But then even then, Chronicle can play behind them. He's swinging around. He's going to get the info. He's going to get the shots, too. Buzz has been cleaned up. The damage has been done. Chronicle got what he wanted. Gets away to safety.
That took him so off guard. You saw half of Vision Strikers not even turning because they thought it was just a spam through the smoke. But what ground gained there. Now Vision Strikers heading over towards the B.
And it's a heavy lean. They have the Trailblazer to get info. They can stack that way. Redgar's already shown up. Dealing with a little bit of his own problems. MaKo, good for shots on the Chronicle. Redgar on the swing. The flash was there. Defo. Defo's Marshall Stax. Can Stax make it happen? Can Stax make it happen? Yes, he can.
Pings go towards the backside of screens here from Vision Strikers. The attack A. Looks like the execute might come through.
That's a setup on B as well, but is it going to matter? Redgar's good for 1. Buzz trading it out, though. Just on the other side of the smoke, Buzz lands a shot. Redgar trades it back out, so they've gotten onto the site. They're going to get the spike down. You see King looking to take a little bit more away As he works his way in, Nats, they go up into heaven. Oh, that's big. Oh, that's so big because King has to swing off of that. Yeah, Nats is able to clear that up, so the element of surprise there is gone. Stax, seeing if he can find more success, he does. Stax once again in a 1v2. Can you do it again? Can you do it again? Stax good for one. Able to isolate that, drops a flash. Redgar on the turn, he's only got 10 health. Stax! Stax, can you do it again? Redgar dancing around, and yes, he can! Another 3K, another Red Bull clutch, and another round for Vision Strikers. Trying to do the same here towards A. Redgar playing tight. The Trailblazer gonna spot him. All right, yeah, he might get well through here. Oh, Buzz!
Spike
Takes care of Redgar, though Chronicle was able to trade that out. They're gonna get the spike down.
Spike planted. Gun here.
Chronicle says, come on over. We need to pick it up, so they do use a bit of a Trailblazer here to grab that Sheriff. RB creating so much pressure just from the backside. They have to check if he's here. They find one, but they both turn the same way!
Oh no, what is that? RB3, RB4.
Heal from Sage, they get the heal from Sky. Here we are going into round 18.
Buzz going aggressive. Redgar says not today. Gonna drop the gravity well as well to delay any sort of additional advance. Flash coming out from Sheydos, so they know it's a heavy lean towards B, and that's what draws out the Viper's Pit. Excellent response with the res coming out that you mentioned in the previous round off of RB's heroics. Brings Buzz back from the dead. Redgar on to RB, good for one. You've got a great setup because Nats is there as well. Nats, good for one, not able to get the second. King wings that duel.
3v3, Doug. This round went quick, never mind. Buzz with the operator makes it that an advantage here for the side of Gambit. Sorry, Defo rather. That'll be moving up towards the defensive side. 1-1-1 across the map. There is a lean now for Sheydos. It looks like they have this called correctly, and they're just kind of waiting for that rotation.
Now, for Vision Strikers, you have two options here, right? Well, I mean, technically you have three. You can go back towards mid.
Yep.
You can work your way in towards B and have to deal with the fact that you don't know where Chronicle is. You're assuming he's somewhere in that Viper's Pit, but that's all you know. Or you work into Defender spawn.
30 seconds left.
That's exactly what Stax is doing, but he's been spotted. The call has been given. Stax 37 HP on the tap, and Sheydos shows up. Nothing doing here. Gambit win a big one.
Should run.
Yeah, here we go. First lockdown being used. Cosmic Divide is going to follow as well. But
I've got your trail.
now that's go sign, right? Like that is what convinces me. The gravity well there as well. Gambit have to give up that angle. They're fully committing onto this site. A straight up 5v5 the wall, denying entry in from ropes as well. Vision Trackers full control of it.
For a minute, I thought Buzz was going to just run right through that wall and take the fight. I wanted to see it. How did Gambit respond? Beautiful positioning, already set up. A big flank coming in from MaKo. Just such smart play here by Vision Strikers to be around Gambit already.
So this is step number one. They have to get Heaven control back. RB's about to have his hands full, and that's why you see they're fully investing that way. But MaKo's on the flank. You mentioned it. MaKo good for two. Neural Theft coming out. Spike continuing to tick away. A 3v3. But MaKo's still behind him. MaKo's still behind him. You've got to deal with him. He's being a nuisance back there. Sheydos, Chronicle pushing forward. Numbers disadvantage. Stacks on one. Chronicle not able to do it. Vision Strikers get to map point.
Vision Strikers.
Two. Naturally, that hurts more than every other Bucky. Wall goes up. Redgar understands, yep, they're coming. The gravity wall is going to block one. Redgar's not able to do anything else. Buzz able to get the kill.
50 seconds left on this. Looks like everybody feels good about the retake from the side of Gambit. Vision Strikers likes their positioning in sight. And it's just Nats looking for the last flank before Gambit commits to the retake.
Cheeky little high-low stack out from Vision Strikers towards back B. Flashes out. It's so brutal. If you get past Pillar, you've got members on both sides, right? Like, that's such a brutal thing to swing out on. RB gets two. Stax drops, but MaKo gets the last. Two for RB, two for MaKo. Second match.